cry to see someone do something to her. Oh, don't it pain to see someone cry? Oh, especially when someone is hurt. Silence is golden, but my eyes still see. Silence is golden, golden, but my eyes still see. Talking is cheap, people follow like sheep, even though there is nowhere to go. How could she tell he deceived her so well? Maybe she'll be the last one to know. Silence is golden, but my eyes still see. Silence is golden, golden, but my eyes still see. How many times did she fall for his lies?
Hello, YouTubers. We are live coming to you in just a couple of minutes right after Fox News break. Jeff Robbins on YouTube. You can check us out on Facebook. We will be live there as well. And of course, on 97.1, 11:20 a.m. WSME, we're live. What else are we live on? www.sme971.com. That's live streaming audio. And then pick your favorite radio app. You can get us there as well. Hang in there. We'll be with you in just a couple minutes.
But my still see. But my still see.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. Until NATO, civilians in Ukraine's capital of Kyiv told to take shelter as Russia conducts more drone attacks early Friday. In California's Riverside County, Deputy Isaiah Cordero killed during a traffic stop. Sheriff Chad Bianco.
As he approached the vehicle, the suspect produced a gun and shot Deputy Cordero.
Other officers tracked that suspect who opened fire on them. They returned fire, killing him. The New York Times says Congressman-elect George Santos spent campaign money on high-end hotels and to pay his rent. Constituents protested Thursday in his Long Island district demanding he not take his House seat.
It is time to step up, to take action, and to hold George Santos accountable.
Santos admits he lied about his education and heritage. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real Talk starts now.
And boy, I've just created a lot more work for me. I'm listening to, we're up live on 14 different platforms, I think. Tomorrow, the world.
Yeah.
Good morning, I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly.
And you can be, your turn.
Lee, what's your name?
And I'm Lee Barrows. I know. You know what?
You're listening to the delay.
I'm on the delay.
You need to take the headphones off now.
Right. I know.
Oh, my word.
Just wanted to see if it was working
It's
on
working.
Facebook. And it is.
It's just a
No
delay
wonder
on
y'all looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, like,
Like,
yeah,
hello.
did you not know your name? I was having an issue there for a second.
Because what I was hearing here was a delay. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
about
why
3,
are y'all
4,
looking
5
at me?
seconds. Yeah. So anyway, we're just checking out our new little platforms. We've been on YouTube now for a few months, of course. We had an issue with Facebook. Facebook sort of had an issue with us. They didn't like us. They didn't like some of our politics, I guess, and a few other things here and there. So I guess they took us off. Well, they didn't take us off. We took ourselves off. We said goodbye. You were too much trouble, and we went to YouTube and did okay. And but then after some other chatter with a number of people, we decided we would try it from our new digs and on both YouTube and Facebook. And after a lot of work yesterday, it's working. I hope. You say it is.
She
so
said,
far, so good.
yeah, she said we're good. And I think we should have a pool on how long it takes Facebook to censor us.
Oh, I was just going to say.
Oh,
that.
I've got a piece of
Yeah.
music in a little while.
Well, then we'll probably be censored by 5 p.m. today.
I was just
I'm going to mess with them.
the
though.
commercials
Okay.
were coming through.
Oh, good.
on
Okay,
those
that's something else,
platforms.
guys. We're going to be bringing you the live streaming from the station
Mhm.
now. So we're at this point live streaming everything that goes on while we're on the air from WSME. That means the commercials are there for you guys who want to buy some radio advertising and you want to get four times as much coverage. Now you can do it. It's called Lee Barrows, BR549.
Yeah, because this will happen through from our 7 to 9
7 to 9 every day.
segment. Yeah, that means you will be heard not only on the radio but on Facebook and YouTube.
YouTube.
So
So-
if you're an advertiser, this is your chance to get a lot more exposure.
Yep.
A lot of bang for your buck.
Yep, that's absolutely true. So-
And we have increased our following tremendously on Facebook. So,
Mhm.
yeah, we have done that.
and then once
And
you
then once you
advertise with us
advertise
too,
with
we're
us
also
too,
going
we're
to
also
put an
gonna put an
advertisement on our Facebook page for you.
Yep. So,
Yep. So
Okay.
come do it.
Just checking our other audio that I
Mm-hmm.
do have a way of listening to us directly off the air. Don't have to depend upon our listeners out there to call us and
Mhm.
tell us we're screwing up. So now I know it in advance.
Yeah.
But right now it's good.
Yeah, if anybody's listening, they want to give us a call and let us know how we sound on Facebook or YouTube.
Yep.
That would be appreciated.
Now, the blank wall over here is blank for a reason.
Mhm.
I'm waiting for a different camera to come in. The camera that we've got, you can see it. You can't, but you can
We
see where it
can,
is.
yeah.
And it's not the one that I want. It's the one that I had.
Yeah.
So it's a good
It's
test.
that other one. Yeah.
Because all this dead,
Mhm.
useless stuff that it's covering back there, including the open door, will all go away because I got a camera coming in that also is has got a zoom lens on it.
Mhm.
This is a fixed lens we've had for a while. We're going to have it so we can actually hopefully pick up our guest, at least a side profile view,
Okay.
and get the three of us in it. And that means no more pajamas.
Well, they can't see our pants. Well, I have to work.
can see
But I don't
mine back
today,
there.
but
Yeah, well, anyway, I'm just kidding.
No, you're good.
Teresa is watching while riding back from RDU. Teresa, you're watching your cell phone on
Yeah,
Facebook?
she's
Cool for
in,
you.
She's in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Awesome.
And we will try to be monitoring Facebook and YouTube. My two partners in crime here, of course, they do it better than I do. I don't troll too well on Facebook and YouTube. I got way too many other buttons to push over here, but I just happen to have it punched up now. Checking the quality. The quality looks halfway decent. So, and we'll also have we've got our graphics going to go up here first. We've got that all prepared, ready to go.
Yep.
But I got to get the camera in place, so I'll know exactly where to put it. Because once you put that glue down there, it's there
Yes.
until I have to paint the wall. And then the sign over here that kind of blocks us a little bit, but I just took it up there, stuck it up here, just so we'd have something that will also go on the wall. So anyway, and you never know, we may be changing stuff out as we go along just for the picture of the day.
Most important, our flag is back.
Yeah, and the flag is back.
That's right.
That's very important to us. So we I think we got some things cooking.
We do.
Yeah, so there's a lot more to come.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's not going to change our content. We're going to continue. We're going to be active within local, everything from politics to local breaking news events to whatever is going on. We're going to keep our eyes on the ball.
That's right. We may be on the road some.
And we, with any luck at all, I'm fixing up a box over there, a go box, so we can take the show on the road. the entire show. We can, visit locations, and we may be coming out to your front door one morning when you wake up. You never
Knock,
can
knock.
tell. Hello.
You better hope that ring doorbell's working.
Who's there?
Oh my.
It's not Publishers Clearinghouse. It won't be that.
No, well, we'll give you $1.
Yikes.
Maybe, if I can find one.
Bring you a bouquet of flowers.
Mhm.
You
So-
won.
Yeah, there you go. What else have we? It's kind of like the old saying, it's going to be a bad day. You know how you know it's going to be a bad day?
How is
When you
that?
come back from lunch and there's a sick waiting in the lobby to see you.
That's a very good indication.
Yeah,
that
that's one of
your
many
things
that I
are about
heard.
to go down.
910-333-0139. If you'd like to chat, weigh in on events, whatever's happening out there that you want to talk about, fine. We want you to talk about them. We're here for you. One of the things that I promoted earlier on this morning, just as a sort of as a test, but also to take a look at some stuff here in North Carolina. Some state representatives in the state house, they're looking at a bill, they're passing a bill, and they're sending it over to the governor, who, since they're both Republicans, they haven't gotten along real well with the governor so far.
Mhm.
So hopefully they think that this one might even go through. They want Roy, they call him Roy these days, huh? He's younger than me. I can call him
Roy.
whatever. They want Roy Cooper to issue an executive order to ban TikTok from all state government devices. Why was TikTok even on state government devices in the first place? Why is that application available to go on state-issued cell phones, laptops, or anything else? Why do I ask that? Same reason these two gentlemen did, Jason Saint and who was the other gentleman?
John
Link?
Hardister.
John Hardister. They say that this ban on TikTok is an effort to both protect national security. Why? TikTok is a Chinese-owned social media app, and the measure to improve cybersecurity is way up there. The executive order would force an immediate ban on the Chinese-owned app on government-issued electronic devices. An article in the Washington Post recently. The Chinese-owned app can track the user's location and collect net data even when users are not actively on the app. You got the app on your phone, on your laptop, turn your stuff off. They can, if you're anywhere near a network, they can go in, log on, get into your devices, and download whatever you've been doing. Now, does that make you feel secure?
No.
Should it?
I don't have, I will not put that on any of my devices
Mhm.
anytime. TikTok is the devil's work.
Well,
Being the
This
Chinese
was
government.
Trump's thing when he was in office. He was
Well,
trying
He
to
was.
put a ban on the TikTok in the United States.
They also, anytime you post something up on any of the stuff that TikTok has access to, or you post it on TikTok, they censor references to politically sensitive topics. They don't like what you're saying. It ain't going to be seen on TikTok. That's the way it works.
Hmm.
Welcome to socialism and communism.
Yes.
They work hand in hand, by the way. And I don't care. Don't call and tell me they're different. They're one and the same. Start off with socialism, you end up with communism.
I agree with that.
910-333-0139. Give us a call, ring a dingy. I'd love to hear from you this morning. And especially if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, let us know how it looks, how it sounds to you.
I just had Robin just checked both, and it looks good on both of them.
Oh, good.
He said, yeah.
Good.
So we're good with that.
How does it make me look any fatter, Robin?
Oh my word!
What? Isn't that
Look
what
fine.
not what you girls always say to
I don't
guys?
say that. I look how I look.
It's like my sweater all bunches up and it looks like rolls. It's a sweater.
We are all wearing red today, by the
That's
way. Even my little rat is red. My cover up here is red. My WSME cover. Do you have one of those yet?
I have one.
Kelly, did you get one of these? I think that one's blocking your face. I better move it.
No, I don't have it.
Oh,
I don't have one of those.
We'll have to get you one. Hollywood, if you're listening, we need another cover for Kelly. Another Friday document dump day today.
Oh, great.
Yep. The House Ways and Means Committee plans to release Donald Trump's tax returns.
Uh-oh.
If you're hoping for some sort of miracle revelations,
Well, what are they want? I guess maybe
it's
I
not
need to
going
pay
to happen.
attention.
Okay, I'm not. I'm pretty sure it ain't going to happen. You're
What do
not
they
gonna
think
get
it's going to? It's a tax return. What are they? Are they thinking it's not showing enough? Are they just looking to see how much money he's making? I'm just
looking
a
for
little
sources
confused.
of it in the money. First of all,
Wait,
I mean,
personal tax return or business?
it would probably
it would all be the
business
same.
in his case.
Yes.
You got to
they're looking
admit,
at
this is a
donors.
brilliant man.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
dollar wise, he's a brilliant guy.
Correct.
He's managed to make billions of dollars and stay out of jail for a long, long time.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting that he did anything illegal. I'm just offering up the possibility that he didn't do anything that was outrageous enough to send him to the big house. No doubt Trump's going to say, I told you so. Nothing here to see now. Move on. Of course, the left is going to look at the same documents, exactly the same things that he's looking at that you and I will get to see if we're stupid enough to sit down and read them all. And the left is going to find elements they will claim show Trump is the crook they've been saying he is since he beat out their own crook in 2016.
Well, for a man that never took a paycheck from the government, from the
that $400,000 a year is chump change to Trump.
Right. But I mean, I don't really think anybody can look at a tax return and question it.
Of course they can.
I just think they're wasting time.
The Internal Revenue Service has a bunch of agents, investigators who do that every day.
Let's move past this.
Well, what are they? I guess I would like to know, what are they hoping to determine from this tax return?
It's political posturing.
Yeah, but it's a time waster. Find something else to zone in on.
If he's a crook, put him in jail. I'm saying, if you find something that shows he's a crook, put him in jail. If you're looking for nitpicking stuff, which if they're waiting for a Friday afternoon document dump and they're going to release it suddenly today.
Well, it's not going to be on his tax return.
Guess what?
Yeah.
It ain't going to show much.
No.
It's not going to show what they thought it was going to show, but they promised they would release it. We can be on the lookout now for more political posturing as we move into the 2024 political season. Yeah, folks, I'm sorry to report to you, today's the 30th day of the month of December, second to the last day of the year. Next year is 2023, and that's when the political campaigning begins for 2024.
I'm staying
Hello. Think about it. Before this spring is off and running, you're going to see more stuff out there as they do battle after battle after battle to see if the strongest can survive. And that's what it's going to be, or the biggest liar can survive, one or the other. We are close to another political season, and we just got rid of one.
It was contentious.
It remains contentious.
It stays like that. You were right. Every year lately.
The political parties, especially you Republican political party people,
Republicans,
especially right there, because y'all are in the majority as a political party. So what do you expect is going to happen?
Right.
But it's there every day. That's all we hear about. Y'all came in this morning talking about it. Locally. That's what I heard this morning before I could even get in here good.
Yeah.
So it's with us. It's with us year round. It used to be every 4 years we had to worry about this mess. Now, oh no. November is barely a month and a half behind us, the elections.
Well, 2024 is going to be a big election. It's a presidential election year, so it's going to be big.
Hold up. So November 2024 is when we vote for a new president.
And a new governor and a
race. So Rayford, you're saying that starting in 2023, we're going to listen to this for a year
and a half.
Oh my.
Yeah, they'll start coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
In a couple months.
Kind of like with the cockroaches.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna
aggravating.
run. I'm
That's
gonna run.
aggravating.
We just ended the midterm rounds. I thought there would be at least a little bit of rest time before the next one started. It's a lot like holidays. Have the big stores put up their Halloween stuff yet?
No, they got Valentine up though.
Well, that's only next month, basically.
There's one that has swimsuits out. Well, I was in there shopping for
Well,
some Christmas.
they go for that because a lot of
Rows and
people do
rows of
cruises this time of
They
year.
do.
A lot of people go on cruises.
Yeah.
And they go out and burn their white backsides.
Well, most people though already have a swimsuit if they're getting ready to go on a cruise. But
Not
this
since
is
they went
rolls.
on a diet or gained weight, one or the other over the holidays.
That's what happens when
That's
you
the way
eat
it goes.
like that.
910-333-0139. Let's see now. Which rat do I use to switch this thing? This one?
I don't know. What are you
What are you
This
doing?
trying to do?
We're going to go to a break. Let's see.
Okay.
There it is.
There it
I'm going
is.
to change headphones.
You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSNME, 910-333-0139. When we come back, it's weather, then we'll take your calls. Don't go away.
Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Straight Talk Wireless now has the new iPhone 13 with cinematic mode, which lets you focus on what matters. And with Straight Talk, you can focus on getting the best deal. Our Silver Unlimited plan is just $45 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. And it runs on the largest, most dependable networks, now with nationwide 5G. With the iPhone 13 on Straight Talk, you can share whatever you want, wherever you want. Straight Talk Wireless. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Life is busy. There's no way to avoid it. For over 50 years, Great Gas Heating and Air and their 5 Wismarts in Jacksonville and Hubert have been serving our area with customer, family-friendly convenience, service, and pricing. Great Gas and Oil Company has kept our community comfortable year-round with quality heating and cooling products and services for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. For convenience and service, shop at one of the 5 Wismarts located throughout Onslow County. And for heating or cooling issues, call Great Gas Oil Company, 910-347-7138. Great Gas and Oil Company, Wismarts. A winning combination. Locally owned and operated by Jeff and Jerry Allen and Bobby and Louise Williams. Fountain Management, 255 Williamsburg Parkway, Jacksonville. Hopes this holiday season finds you and your family filled with joy, happiness, and the best in the coming new year. Fountain Management appreciates the opportunity to serve your real estate management needs this year and thanks you for your past patronage. Once again, happy holidays from Sandra, Lisa, and the team at Fountain Management, 255 Williamsburg Parkway, Jacksonville.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want to paint it, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties. If you're looking for a great deal on a brand new Mitsubishi pre-owned car or truck, look no further than Bob Mills Mitsubishi, 2150 North Marine Boulevard. Because at Bob Mills Mitsubishi, they give it away and guarantee all their customers financing. At Bob Mills, there is no high pressure, no smoke and mirrors, or running back and forth to a sales manager. Buying a new Mitsubishi or quality pre-owned car or truck should be a fun experience. And that's what you'll have at Bob Mills Mitsubishi, 2150 North Marine Boulevard in Jacksonville, because they give it away.
Coastal Bank and Trust would like to take this opportunity to wish you the very best this holiday season. And thank you for allowing us the privilege of handling all your banking needs this past year. With locations in Jacksonville, Holly Ridge, Richlands, and Morehead City, Coastal Bank and Trust looks forward to serving you throughout the coming year with all your banking needs. Happy holidays from Coastal Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
And we are back. And just to tell you something else, unless we get a caller in the meantime, I got commentary coming up. Yeah, that'll get people
we got
going.
No hints this morning.
Yeah, I'm just making it up as I go along, though. Tideline Marine got winter hours going on right now. They're closed through next Tuesday. They'll be opening on Tuesday, the 3rd, and they'll be open through Friday from 8:30 to 5 o'clock. And then they're closed next Saturday. There's a bunch of inventory stuff that they're putting together and they're redoing. You know, they have a big Christmas display and all that stuff. It's going to take a little time. So they're going to be open next Tuesday through Friday. They'll be closed on Saturday, but after that, they're closed only on Sunday and Monday through Memorial Day. Okay. Normal business hours will resume on the 10th. That's 2023. 30 to 5, Tuesday through Friday, 8:30 till 2 o'clock, as usual, on Saturdays. Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street, on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. High pressure remains overhead today with a coastal trough bringing some isolated to widely scattered showers. Some parts of the coastal Carolina coastline going to get a little bit of rain, not much today. However, that's going to change over the weekend. Easterly winds 5 to 10 knots, seas 3 to 4 today. Dominant period 9 seconds. Sounds and rivers a light chop. Tomorrow, winds out of the south 10 to 15, increasing to 15 to 20 in the afternoon. Seas 3 to 5, dominant period 7 seconds. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop. That will become kind of choppy in the afternoon on Saturday. Westerly winds on Sunday, 10 to 15, seas 4 to 6 feet. A little dicey offshore, so be extra careful, or better yet, wait till Monday. Northwesterly winds around 5 knots, switching around to the south, seas 2 to 3 feet. And on Monday, you want to stay in the rivers. They're going to be flat.
Okay. Are you done now?
I'm done now.
I wasn't sure. All right. Today, mostly sunny, a high of 72. Tonight, little foggy, otherwise increasing clouds, low of 53. Tomorrow, it is going to rain, and there's actually thunderstorms possible after 4 p.m. Yeah. Otherwise, mostly 9. Tomorrow night, it's going to rain. It's New Year's Eve, so if you're out and about, please be careful because the roads will be wet. And a low of 57, so it'll be fairly warm. And then on New Year's Day, sunny, high of 71.
Yeah. You want to know why they're getting bathing suits? They can go buy one now and get a tan on Sunday.
Okay.
So that's the reason for that.
Yesterday felt good.
Yeah.
Yesterday was
Today's
nice.
going to be 72, which I suspect might even be a little bit warmer than 72.
I actually went out and dug leaves out of my garden areas.
Leaves?
Dug them or just raked them out?
Raked them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you do with them?
I put them in a bag to go into my recycle bin.
Why don't you just kind of grind them under? They make great mulch.
Oh, they did. Well, I have mulch already.
Oh.
Pine bark. So
Okay. Well, that'd be all right.
need to add more.
You ever been so fed up with a young upstart that managed to become your boss? You ever work for anywhere that this guy either moves in or he's
Have not had to happen.
happened?
Actually, that's a lie. One time.
Uh-huh. So fed up that you finally had all you could take and just walked away. Said, that's enough. I'm done with you.
No, I knew that the person I'm talking about was not going to last. In that job. So I just sat back with popcorn and watched.
You outlasted
Yeah,
it.
I've known it to
mayhem
happen, but
unfold.
fortunately, it didn't happen with me.
So how about you ever seen anybody walk away wishing that they had the guts and maybe were secure enough to tell the boss and everyone else who would listen just how crappy that he was?
I've had occasion I wanted to tell the boss.
I've actually told the boss how
Yes.
crappy I thought they were. So there's that.
We've all seen and read reports of the incompetence of some people like that, some of those bosses. In this case, an elected official and president, not this time, in a lengthy letter to L.A. District Attorney George Gascon.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
A
LA.
veteran prosecutor unloaded on that man. Prosecutor Mark Burnley attacked Gascon and his top aides, referring to the DA's management style as akin to a dumpster fire.
Hey,
I love
bring it.
Yes.
Burnley is not a child. He just didn't get started yesterday. He's been a prosecutor for more than 28 years. He worked in the LA DA's office since 1999. Until 2020, when the often chastised and criticized district attorney took office, Burnley thought he had the best job in the world. In his letter of departure, he gave credit for the work the DA's office has done and blasted Gascon for not being able to recognize the great efforts of the DA's staff. He pointed out all of the negative changes Gascon brought to the table, changes that most people say put residents in harm's way, while he refuses to enforce federal and state laws and won't prosecute criminals that police routinely arrest, especially those that he just doesn't like the charges. Eric Seidel, vice president of the Association of Deputy District Attorneys for Los Angeles, told reporters that, his words, Gascon and his cronies, I love that word, by the way. Gascon and his cronies have made Southwest Airlines executive team look like a bunch of managerial geniuses.
Oh my, that's like assault right there. Wow.
Let's bring it on.
Get
He
it.
continued, dedicated public servants are leaving the office in record numbers. Interest in joining the office is at a historic low, and the people of Los Angeles are paying the price. But Mr. Gascon is exactly what the majority of Los Angeles voters wanted. They voted for him. They got it.
But they hate him now.
Not all of them,
Well, no,
apparently.
but a lot of the citizens do. Like they are trying, but they can't get him out of office.
So explain to me why this guy, George Gascon, repealed a. This is one thing that got me. If nothing else is, and everything that he's done in his 2.5 years there, this is what really set me off. He repealed a long-held policy of notifying crime victims about upcoming parole hearings scheduled for those people that harmed them or their loved ones. Not stopping there, he refused to allow a representative from the DA's office to even attend those hearings on behalf of the victims. Now, can you imagine being the family of a victim who was murdered? Because second-degree murder, you can get out of prison on.
Correct.
Second-degree murder on parole. Second-degree murder, rape, armed robbery, burning them with acid, poisoning them with fentanyl. Can you imagine being the family member of one of those victims and not being able to even learn of when a parole hearing for this scumbucket is going to be so that you could show up? Gascon doesn't want citizens interfering with the legal system, his legal system. For the good folks in Los Angeles, it's time for you to get rid of this clown. There's got to be some sort of action that the legislators can and will take. If not, they are part of this problem.
Well, there's a recall petition out now about him.
If the legislators cannot find laws, because you've got this governor Newsom over there that's interfering with the due process
that's
as well.
Wacky. So yeah, this guy is. I guarantee you, I will be very surprised if he gets reelected. I have friends that live in LA and they hate this guy.
I would be very surprised if he isn't reelected.
Yeah, I don't think I think people are so, it's one of those things where you think you you think he's going to make changes, and I don't know what all he promised or what he said when he was run. I don't know. I need to ask.
Well, the first thing he did, he told the people, the staff, he was not going to make any major changes in the policies of that office.
As soon as he
and
took
the first
office.
thing he did was say, y'all, we're not going to send out any notices when we get parole notices from the parole commission that they're going to Kelly Knapp. She's the woman that killed her baby.
Yeah.
We're not going to let the people out there know about her getting out, possibly getting out.
Well,
that is bull.
And I want to say, a friend of mine told me that he doesn't allow or strongly discourages when they prosecute someone and they go, there was something
they don't want to hear the victims.
It was something he wasn't allowing them to go do. Now it used to be a thing, and I started to say go view execution, but they don't do that. But it's something that before the prosecutors did, after the person was convicted, whatever it was, and now they're not allowed to.
No.
Whatever it was to beg. I have to ask. I can't remember.
It's baloney.
It's maddening.
If we had a prosecutor, which we don't, thank God, Ernie Lee is a great guy. If we had one in this county like that, I would be leading the charge.
Let me tell you. You know how I watch. I used to live in California.
I'm sorry.
I would never. I haven't been.
Great place to be from.
I have not been back since 2004. I have not been back since then. But, I still watch the police chases. I have a link on my phone. I get alert. Look, that's my entertainment, y'all. I'm sorry.
LA County has.
They have the best. LA. Yes. I'm sorry, but watch them. But so anyway, and the comments of there's a group, and everybody just kind of the same people watch. There's we're talking 10, 12,000 people watching, but the comments are almost as good as what you're actually watching. But overwhelmingly, Rayford, a lot of the people talk about, I don't know why we're even worried about it. Gascon's going to release them as soon as they get processed. I mean, that's how the people feel. And then they talk about how, the things that he's doing. That's how I know some of it, but I also have friends that live there, about some of his policies. He has done a lot of really bad things that now people are starting to call into question. I just don't see him getting reelected, but they do have a petition out to recall him, but I don't know where it stands.
We've seen how that
Where's
happens.
Riverside County, California? How far is that from LA?
From LA, I would
adjoining
say
county?
Kind of, sort of. You can get from Riverside to downtown LA. Well, without traffic, probably about an hour and a half. It's not far. It's not real far.
California deputy sheriff yesterday shot and killed.
Yes.
After the shooter. The shooter died after being fatally shot by authorities. The Riverside County Sheriff's Office said Deputy Isaiah Cordero, a motorcycle officer, had only been on the job as a motorcycle cop for 3 months, was shot in Janupa Valley. I don't know.
Janupa.
J-U, whatever, Jarupa or Janupa Valley, 50 miles east of LA. Yeah. It all started when the deputy was conducting a traffic stop. Routine traffic stop. There is no such thing. Cordero pulled over a vehicle, but the driver opened fire as the officer approached his car. Cordero died at a hospital. Police units found the car, pursued, and during an exchange of gunfire after his vehicle was disabled by spike strips, 54-year-old, he knows better, 54-year-old William McKay Shea was shot and killed. His criminal history dated back 22 years.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
22 years. And he was out on the streets and had a gun.
Of course he did.
Well, yeah, the criminals feel emboldened. And which is making the residents unsafe there in LA. It's just unreal. They need to get rid of this guy.
Let me tell you something. About a month ago, I was watching one of my police chases, and this was the worst one I've ever seen. And I sent links to a couple of friends and family members. This guy, he had carjacked an original vehicle, got pinned in by the cops in a residential neighborhood in a cul-de-sac, rammed his way out. Like he literally rammed the police. Because they were told they can't shoot. This is what is so maddening. Rammed his way out, ran into a house, fought the people this all on camera now, fought the people in the front yard, stole their car, rammed police again. He ran over 3 people on the side of the road. I mean, and when the police finally, they actually shot into the car, but did not shoot him. I don't even know what that was all about at the gas station after he stole a 3rd car. Like this was like something out of like, what did I just watch? It was like a 2.5-hour chase, but this fool is running into houses, ramming the cops. And it was all because some of the people were saying, yeah, they are not allowed to shoot. And some of the 8 police agencies now, they'll just pull back, which I understand because this guy was a danger to society.
Sure.
And nothing stopped him.
High-speed pursuits are a danger to society, danger to the police officers.
Mm-hmm.
But allowing an individual who will brazenly force his or her way into a car, carjacking it, forcing his way into a house, confronting the occupants, attacking police officers with a weapon of mass destruction. A car is a deadly weapon.
It absolutely is.
It's been ruled by every court that's ever heard it as a deadly weapon. I'm sorry, you pull a gun on me, I'm going to shoot you. You aim at me with your car, trying to hit me with your car, I'm going to shoot you. That's just the way it is.
Well, I became fascinated with the police chases. This is when I lived in San Diego when I was driving my daughter to SeaWorld. We had passes. And that tank, remember that one? I got caught up in that police chasing that guy in the tank.
The problem,
and that was scary.
You got to have an anti-tank gun to get rid of that thing.
I mean, and I'm in the fray of it, trying to get out of the lane. It was a mess. But ever since then, I guess it's the counselor me, the fascination with the mental, thought process of someone engaged in that, because that guy did a lot of damage.
Well, you're driving over the top of cars with a tank.
It was rough. But I mean, what makes people run when nowadays they're following in helicopters? Like, where do you think you're going to go? That's what. But I have to say, in the last year, 3 different people when I watched the LA ones have gotten free. One ran into the tunnels, which the police flat out said, we are not going in there, in those sewer tunnel. I don't blame them on that. I would no. And then the other 2, one ran in a parking garage and one guy ran into like a group of trees and you just couldn't see him anymore. So 3 that I know of actually got away.
That's when you turn the bears loose.
You have to, yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. 9-1. Where is everybody this morning? Are our phones even working? Nobody's called. It's a Friday. What's wrong with y'all?
Oh, Charlie saw comment. He saw the one I was talking about with that guy ramming. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, Rayford, that guy ramming those police was unreal. Yeah. I would have unloaded my weapon, but I guess they're scared of losing their jobs or probably being prosecuted for it. You can't blame them.
You got to be careful shooting into a car. Yeah. That's not what you do. You can shoot the driver, but you can't just shoot into a car.
This was just a driver.
No, they knew somebody innocent.
Well, he had carjacked so many cars. They knew he was by himself. Yeah.
910-333-0139. I think I'll call our own number and see if it's working.
Oh, my Lord.
What?
I'll call us.
Okay. 910-333-0139. Maybe. You're live in local Real Talk. Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. We'll be right back.
PT Masonry, LLC of Beulahville, finishes concrete the right way. After your ready-mix concrete has been delivered and poured, KPT Masonry LLC of Beulahville will professionally finish it, whether a driveway, custom patio, or even an outdoor kitchen pad. There is no concrete job too large or too small for KPT Masonry to finish to your personal design. All concrete jobs need finishing. KPT Masonry of Beulahville will finish your concrete professionally and on schedule. KPT Masonry LLC Concrete, the right way. Located at 3661 NC Highway 24 East of Beulahville, wishes you the best this holiday season and looks forward to helping you with all your concrete finishing needs throughout the new year. Phone 910-284-0547. That's 910-284-0547 for KPT Masonry of Beulahville.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax, we're on the way. If your plans include hitting the road to visit family and friends this holiday season, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind. With the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in the area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760. Silent Service Center thanks you for voting them best of the best for tire service and oil changes for 2022 and wishes you and yours a happy and safe holiday season.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Well, Kelly called and the telephones are working. So where are y'all? 910-333-0139.
Well, Rayford, did you know that on Christmas Day, 6 North Carolina counties, and they're all surrounding us, and were cyber attacked? And the counties are, so COT Systems is work with 300 local offices in 21 states. Nash, Edgecombe, Greene, Pamlico, and Jones counties were locked out of their online records after this COT Systems, whoever COT Systems is, was hit with the cyber attack on Christmas Day.
I think that's kind of like a Spectrum, but they're smaller.
And Greene County has not been able to issue marriage licenses or do indexing, whatever that is. Jones County is fully operational as of yesterday, but they're like, look, we're just slower right now. And Jones County is asking people, be patient. We're doing the best we can. They're trying to figure this out. And Nash County is saying that the birth certificates and property deeds with the vital records are safe, but new one have been impossible to get. So everything is much slower. And they have not, in Nash County, they haven't been able to not been able to record real estate transactions and issue marriage license.
Amazing.
And they're trying to work. This is a scare. Why? What is happening?
I don't know.
I mean, are they trying to access people's records to do, to just
go in and do bad things?
Oh, come on, people.
Yeah. Well, it's a test.
It's a test.
It's just like all of this other stuff. It's a test.
I agree with that.
Hey, Steve, how are you?
Yeah. Hey, good morning, guys. I thought I was just listening again. I forgot I was actually on the phone.
Can you hear us now? Can you see us now?
I can see you now, but your video quality is a little weak. But I like that you're all wearing red this morning.
That was intentional.
Yeah, we're getting a new camera, so that'll improve.
I was going to ask you if it was intentional or if y'all just showed up that way.
No, it was intentional.
Put out the word yesterday. We're going to do Friday red. Our camera is an old camera, and it's one that we used before. I kind of dug it out. It's a fixed lens. It you can't zoom it in. You can't not do anything else. And when you got to shoot from across the room, you need a lens that's a little bit different than this one. But one is on order. Never fear.
I hear you.
We just didn't want to wait,
man. Thank you.
We just didn't want to wait.
I ain't gonna beat you up.
You can if you want to. I'll beat myself up. But Lord have mercy, it's been 5-6 days since we did this thing. Actually, 7 days beginning at 9:00 this morning when we started ripping stuff out and relocating, and so we really haven't missed too much of a lick.
What are you listening to us on? YouTube?
Yes.
Can you hear the commercials?
I can.
Good.
Good.
Okay.
And I noticed that was new.
Yes, it is new. Yeah, that's something I was working on.
Yeah. I like that because sometimes I'm wondering if I've got it muted or if my sound went out or something.
Yeah.
Because I'll see y'all talking during the commercials used to, and didn't hear no sound. So
that was one of the reasons we wanted to make sure we did that this time. I had to work around a few chores that had to be cleaned up, some things we had to do that I had to do, but it's done. Everything's fixed. Everything's operational. And once we get the new camera
looks
in,
like y'all just on the other side of the window.
Other side of a window from where?
No, we're at a whole new location.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had to move everything.
We had to move because we had a word of a pending attack on our location. What?
Oh God!
You are so full.
That out there. People be trying to find us again.
Well, they can't. Now we're underground.
Yeah, we're in the bunker.
I hear you.
No. Okay. Well, that's things are looking up for the weekend. I guess weather-wise, it should be nice. Got a little rain coming up.
Rainy, but it's gonna be warm
early on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take the warm.
Yeah, it might put a little damper on some New Year's Eve celebrations, but yeah, it's going to be warm at least.
Yeah, warm at least, and you guys should. I just hope everybody, be safe out there. I know people like to celebrate, but wet roads and too much consumption of stuff can be a really major problem. So.
So. Dry roads and too much consumption can be a problem.
That's always a problem. But you add that little slippery effect to it, and reaction time is a little slower. And you touch the brakes on wet pavement, and it's like, called slip sliding away.
Yeah. Well,
there was a song by that title.
I know. I'm going to be singing it in my head, Raven. Why do you do this to me?
Well,
Steve probably could sing
y'all
it too.
may have thought about it already this morning. I didn't catch it if you did, but I think they're releasing Trump's taxes today.
Yeah, we talked. Yeah, Raven brought it up.
Yes, we brought that up.
Yeah. You might find this strange, but I really don't care.
That's what I was saying.
Well, it's what I'm looking at is they wait for government and other people. They do a lot of document dumps on a Friday because they got until Monday before anybody has an opportunity to ask them any questions. It's a standard operating procedure.
They're not even working Monday. It's federal holiday.
They got until Tuesday.
You go.
Now, here's a situation with the document dump. There's going to be no revelations in it.
No, it's a tax return.
If there was anything that somebody had that they had found, like, the smoking gun, then they would bring it out at noon today, or they would bring it out yesterday. And it's going to be much ado about the same stuff.
Nothing.
This guy, like I said earlier, is, you got to give him the credit that the devil is due. He ain't stupid. And he's got a large team of people who ain't stupid either, because they're the best money can buy. And if you think that everything that he's done tax-wise, monetary-wise, is going to be found in some tax documents that's filed with the federal government, wrong.
I tell you what I think about it is I don't want to see it because I know what's going to be in there. There's going to be crime and corruption because he's involved in it. And as far as him being smart, his corporation was just found guilty on 17 charges because they kept 2 sets of books.
Yeah.
And for y'all that don't know this, for a corporation to keep 2 sets of books, that's dumb crook news for rich people.
It's done as a matter of regularity.
I'm just saying, for somebody to actually keep 2 sets of books, that's like, that's as dumb as it comes.
I've watched it happen at different levels.
Well, I really think you're going to get more out of his campaign reports, his campaign funding reports.
That's where the stuff is going to come.
That's what you need to look at is these campaign finance reports on these politicians and elected officials. You learn an awful lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard you make a comment this morning too, babe. We were talking about Hillary Clinton was just the biggest crook, and
it was a tongue-in-cheek comparison.
But I mean,
she is a
one
crook.
thing you got to give Donald Trump credit for is that he's in a class all by himself when it comes to politicians that have committed crimes.
Yeah, well, she was a
Yeah,
crook.
and
Look at the
you may not believe
fusion.
it yet, but when the miniseries comes out, maybe you'll believe it by then.
Look at the fusion.
I'm sorry,
mess.
I will never get past Benghazi.
Well, that was enough.
And I fully understand Benghazi, but I try to look at things in a reasonable manner. You had two people with no military experience whatsoever making military decisions. You know, that right there was a recipe for disaster in itself. But that's the way our government works.
Well, just not being available was a real disaster.
Right. I mean, there was failures on their part on many aspects on that.
Yep.
But it doesn't really equate to a criminal intent. But you know,
well,
like I say, with Donald Trump, man, that's I think the biggest pill or hardest pill for Trump is that Donald Trump has always been a criminal. This isn't something new. Isn't something that just started when he decided he wanted to be president.
And why isn't he in jail?
That's a good question. And you know why it is. It's because he's had enough money to throw at it to keep himself out of it.
And lawyers have done a great job.
Every time and now he's finally done some things that cross over into actual criminal instead of just civil, issues.
We will have to wait and see. Got to take a break though. We got to pay these bills, or we're in trouble.
All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Thank you so much for your time.
Take care. You're live and local, Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME, and we will be right back.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richmond, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Hello, shoppers, and Happy New Year from your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. How about a family pack of T-bone steak for just $9.79? Family pack boneless ribeye steak is only $9.79 a pound. Boneless chicken thighs, $2.99 a pound. 10 pounds or more fresh chuck is only $3.59 a pound. Pork spare ribs are only $1.79 a pound. Fresh fryer leg quarters sold in 10-pound bags are only 49 cents a pound. Baby back pork ribs, $2.99 a pound. And remember, the Piggly Wiggly uses only the finest and certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken, and the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store. Over in produce, you get a 3-pound bag of California navel oranges, which is $3.99. Fresh Florida strawberries, $3.99 for a 1-pound package. Just 49 cents each. You get a 2-pound bag of fresh shredded collards for just $3.99. Tropical mangoes, just 99 cents each. And zesty limes, great for those New Year's Eve drinks, are only 29 cents each. And you get 3 6-packs of Pepsi or Mountain Dew for $11. That's your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, where good things cost less. Down the street on the Richlands Highway in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, save big with the pig.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville heating contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
Whether it's a quick bite to go or a sit-down lunch meeting, make the Burrow Restaurant your midday go-to eatery. From small plates and appetizers, sandwiches, burgers, and salads, to steak, seafood, chicken, and pasta, there's something for everyone, including a kids menu. Or pick up a Low Country boil from the Burrow's Low Country Kitchen for your next office or family get-together. And craft cocktails to go. Restrictions apply. Ask for details. The Burrow Restaurant, 109 North Front Street in historic downtown Swansboro.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And we're back, and Howard joined us. Hey, Howard, what's up?
Well, I thought I was going to break up the no-hitter for you, but Steve got in there before me. But anyway, something weird happened last night, and maybe Rayford, with your sheriff's department experience, could tell me. At the main gate, by the main gate, there's a smaller Circle K. You know where that is, right?
Yes.
I do, yeah.
Okay. Well, last night I pulled up there, and there was, just as at the entrance, inside the perimeter where their parking lot is, there was a car, 3 sheriff's cars, and a state trooper car all in there. And I thought to myself, "Ooh, somebody's got a problem." and they, one of the guys was shining a flashlight underneath the car.
Oh.
So I never did find out what happened.
Well,
I thought in the old days I would have probably called tip line for the news story, but they don't have that no more.
Yeah,
But,
I'm not
what do
sure. I didn't hear anything,
what
but
do
you know,
No, what
if
do
it's
you think? Looking for drugs or something? Because
well-
there was a girl about maybe 20, 21 that was the driver.
well, anytime they stop a car, it depends upon they're one of the things that they look for is going to be drugs. Another one's going to be a weapon, or they're going to be things that are common that you look for these days. Not that you suspect it, but you just know that there is the possibility. If they really if they really have enough probable cause to get in there and look for it, then you will see them doing a pretty thorough search. I don't know. The car could have had some kind of a problem, mechanical problem, and the deputy was trying to help them out, looking under the car to see if they were dragging some kind of limb or muffler had come loose or anything like that. They're not there just
I was just
not there
surprised
just
there was
to.
so many sheriff's cars.
Yeah, well, they have all been in the same area at the same time.
Okay. And yesterday at first, Mandy growled at a car that drove up and parked by the neighbor's house.
No way.
First time
Get
she
it,
ever
Mandy.
growled.
Go, girl.
Yeah.
Go, girl.
Well, she was off duty, so that growl was a watchdog growl, I guess.
There you go.
I like it. Good for her.
She's a sweetheart.
Yes.
She's a sweetheart.
I like her more already.
You guys be safe. I know you guys aren't reckless and drink and drive.
Nope.
I stay home on New Year's Eve.
Same.
And if I go anywhere, it's very early and have dinner or something like that.
I'm looking at the possibility of homemade tacos.
Ooh,
You
that
just never
sounds
know.
good.
How about venison tacos?
Yeah, well, they're gonna have to slow down for me then.
No.
I got a backyard full of them, but I'm not gonna
Taco
shoot any
sounds
in the
good.
backyard.
I had a friend of mine who said, "I'll never eat venison." And so we invited her and her husband over for dinner. They were friends of ours. And I made venison tacos.
There you go.
And I didn't tell her. And she just loaded up on those tacos. She loved them. She said, "These are the best tacos I've ever had in my life." And I said, "Really? Do you know what they are?" She said, "No, what?" "Venison." And she threw up for 3 days.
I believe that, yeah.
all mental. It's all in your
it
mind,
is. Yep, totally.
But venison meat's delicious if you cook it right.
Well, it's a lot leaner and a lot better for you.
We already had that discussion.
Yes. Well, hopefully you wake up more people that can call you and get the ball rolling. You know who I haven't heard from in ages? Is Doug. What happened to him?
Well, I got a message from him a couple of days ago, but he hasn't been on the air in a couple 3 weeks, I guess.
Yes.
He hasn't wanted to fight.
Yeah. Well,
When you had your heart attack, he called up and started talking politics, and I called in and I just said, I don't think that politics are as important as Rayford right now.
Appreciate
we
that.
should be concentrating on Rayford and his health, not stupid politics.
Yeah,
So
I
was a little
appreciate
bit
that.
upset.
Politics are always there, and Doug always has concern because he was sending me messages during the whole time that I was in the hospital, and afterwards as well. So
that's good.
His
Oh,
heart is in the right place.
Well, Kelly and I,
That's all I got,
we handled him well on the politics.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
Thanks, Howard.
Thank you,
I'm
Howard.
glad you're feeling good, Rayford, and God bless you and your
Appreciate it.
staff. Okay.
You too, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
All right, you take care. Let's take a break. You're live in local Real Talk. Don't go away. 60 seconds, and we'll be right back. Push the right buttons.
Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
I'm Paul Stevens. Southwest Airlines is still recovering from last week's massive winter storm that exposed a technical issue.
Our scheduling software and dispatch software don't talk to each other. So there's a snowball effect where the scheduling software keeps trying to run solutions that match crews up to airplanes, and those airplanes aren't available for them.
Southwest Airlines Pilots Association Vice President Captain Michael Santoro speaking with Fox News. Brazilian soccer legend Pelé has died.
The young 15-year-old phenom from Sao Paulo would get his chance to play for Santos FC, paving the way for one of the most storied careers in the sport. Pelé would lead Santos to 6 national titles, going on to be at the core of a Brazilian national squad that dominated the World Cup stage with wins in 1958, 1962, and 1970.
Fox's Matt Napolitano. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.
WSME.
It's live and local. Real Talk.
Okay, we're back live and local Real Talk, and we know that sometimes there's going to be a little bit of echo in our, not so much in our broadcast, unless I do something really stupid over here, but in the material that's going on the air.
Yeah,
and especially if you're trying to listen to that as well as to a radio, there is a delay in the stuff feeding, going to YouTube and to Facebook. And if it happens, I don't know whether you've ever watched network TV or not, but sometimes you will see the lips are moving, but the wrong words are coming out. Okay?
Yes.
It's called lip syncing, and they get it almost right. But it depends upon which satellite.
Yes.
If the video's coming from one satellite, and the audio happens to be coming from a different
another one,
satellite, there's a slight
You got a
difference.
hot mess on your hands.
Yeah, you can have a hot mess on your
Yeah.
hands. So
It's a hot mess.
there are all sorts of little things that happen out there, but we're working on everything that we can get and trying to make it all work. I got to say a happy birthday to somebody. Of course, we had some dude named, what was his name yesterday?
Robin.
He got a little bit older.
Yeah,
he did.
So did he get the crutches out or the cane out yet? No,
Nope.
Did he run the 100-yard dash for you?
He probably wanted to.
Away from or after you? Chasing?
No, neither one, just to show me he could do it.
Oh.
I don't know.
You don't believe he can do it?
Oh, I know he can.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just checking.
Absolutely.
Another happy birthday today, a guy named George. Not Washington, George Papistrat.
Oh, happy birthday,
Happy
George.
birthday, George.
Yeah, George has got his birthday. He's a 24.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, from down there at Tideline Marine, one of our advertisers. So George's birthday today. And it's too bad we're not all working. We could throw him.
I'm sure the girls and Elise are
They
taking
are.
care of him today.
They are.
Yeah.
There's a whole herd taking
Yeah.
care of
Yep.
Uncle George today.
Yeah. Which is good. I got something for you,
Okay,
Rayford.
shoot.
North Carolina is -1 death row inmate.
Yeah, I
As
know.
of yesterday.
He met his maker, but
I know he didn't meet it the way I know you'd want him to.
that's right.
But he died yesterday in the Central Prison.
Natural
Central Prison
causes.
Hospital. Yeah, natural
That
causes.
disappointed me.
Yeah. He was sentenced to death for the 2002 rape and murder of a 5-year-old girl named Precious Whitfield. And they talked about her death.
5 years old. Rape.
She was,
and murder.
playing outside a grandmother's home. He raped and killed her by stuffing her in a trash bag and threw it in the river. And prosecutors claim that she was still alive and fighting back when she was put in that trash bag. Oh my word! Yep.
And
look,
why
and he was
he allowed to die of natural causes?
in 2005, he was put on death row, and here we are at 2022, and still he was still alive. That is awful and horrific. Yep.
Could have put him out of his
17
misery.
years. Yep, I agree. I'm really surprised the inmates didn't deal with this idiot. Yeah.
Sometimes in death row, they may not be a general.
Oh, that's
pop.
true. If you're on death row, that's right. What am I thinking?
You're
Yeah,
not
never mind.
general,
Having a
right.
moment. Yeah, you're not. That's why. Yeah.
I'd hate to be on death row with 134 other convicted
But aren't
murderers
they
who are
normally on
who are
death row?
sentenced
They're
to
in their
die.
own little cell, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But
That's why.
When you
Okay, I
hate to
answered my
be
question.
there in general population and they got 134 other murderers running loose along with you, you never get any sleep.
Mhm. Yeah. But that's how they should do it. Why do they get what I would almost call better accommodations? They get their own cell.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah. Make it like Thunderdome.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my opinion, he went out too easy.
I agree. That's awful.
In Arizona, Border Patrol agents stopped over 1.2 million fentanyl pills and 4 pounds of fentanyl powder. 4 pounds of fentanyl powder. You know how much that is?
lot.
Do you know how much goes into one little pill? Almost nothing.
Yeah.
That's all it takes is almost nothing to kill you. They want something to execute people with quickly. Give them a spoonful of fentanyl. They're getting plenty of it across the border. 4 pounds of it, you take about an ounce and a half for a spoonful. You can do a lot of people. 4 pounds, right? To put it in the water on death row. During the week before, agents seized thousands more fentanyl pills. They got 1.2 million. 1.2 million this week. Think about that. And tens of thousands of more earlier. It ain't the ones they're catching, by the way. No drug cop will claim that they get even close to 100% of the dope that drug runners attempt to sneak into this country or do business with on the streets of Jacksonville or Onslow County. You ain't going to get 100% of it. No, we're close to it. But when you come down with 1.2 million fentanyl pills, how many more made it across that border? How many more are in circulation in this country? How many more people have died since this happened? What's the daily death rate for fentanyl in the United States? Do you have any clue?
No.
I'll bet you on Google it, you can find out. How many people die of fentanyl overdoses on a daily basis in this country?
I don't know. Kelly's going to look it up.
How many people out there don't have a clue that the next pill they take that says aspirin or whatever they got on them
It's fentanyl.
is fentanyl laced?
150 people die every day.
Good Lord. Well, did it give a street value on the?
I don't even know what 4 pounds of fentanyl powder would be worth. But you can sneak 1.2 million fentanyl pills in a fairly small.
The number one cause of death as of 2021, fentanyl overdoses was the number one cause of death of adults.
Why aren't we putting these people in prison? Why aren't we just nailing their hides to the wall? Why aren't we closing the border? I'll tell you what, I will guarantee you the Democrats, every one of them, if they were smuggling in not AR-15s, but if they were smuggling in AK-47s across the border at this kind of rate, that border would be closed.
Oh, absolutely.
If they were smuggling in
they were smuggling guns.
AK-47s.
Any kind of gun, Rayford.
Those are foreign-made, the AKs. If they were smuggling in Russian-made or Chinese-made AK-47 fully automatic weapons into this country at this kind of rate, that border would be so locked down.
You're right.
We'd have the military out there.
Yep. I agree. 100% do I agree with that
150
statement.
people die every day.
Yep. I'm willing to bet that number is lowballed.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
the ones that they know about. They're
Mhm.
not, they don't count everybody. We know that.
Well, when they end that Title 42, that's
Yeah.
when you're going to see an influx. But right now, U.S. Supreme Court's put a stay on it.
Yes, again.
So I hope they continue.
Who cares about this stuff coming into the country? Who really out there cares?
I care.
Hundreds of people,
We care.
U.S. citizens, die every day from these overdoses. If there were 20 bottles of laced Tylenol located in any drugstore, the entire nation would be paralyzed. But a few thousand dopers, your fellow citizens, are taking the poison and they're dying by the hundreds every week. The problem we have is medical. The problem that we have is a medical condition. It's called cranium rectal insertion.
Oh.
Oh my.
They got their heads up their butts.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The solution to the problem stops where Harry Truman famously said was where the buck stopped with him. He was right.
Yeah.
It stopped then with the president. It should stop today with the president. But his disease is so far advanced that it will not even slow down even years after he is dead and gone. Good morning. Oops.
Hold on.
Don't hang up, caller. I'm going to try to fix that.
Yay.
Got
Fixed
it. Hello, who's this?
This is Mike over in Swansboro. Good
Hello,
morning.
Michael. How are you?
Hey, good. I was thinking when as Howard was talking about that incident that occurred at the gas station last night with the 3 deputies in the highway patrol. I had a conversation last week with a Swansboro police officer, and we were just talking about the drug of choice. And you're talking about it right now, fentanyl, in little old Swansboro. And I said, "Where's it coming from?" And he said 2 areas: Pelletier and Piney Green.
Yeah.
So the radar is up on law enforcement in that Piney Green area. So that might explain the preponderance of law enforcement on that vehicle last night. Who knows?
You never know.
I mean, it is a pipeline, and if they kind of raise some suspicion, I'm sure the deputies are all over. That happens also be a convergence area for a zone that deputies patrol in the east of in Onslow County East, they call it. So, I'm not surprised, but I am kind of surprised. Little old Pelletier and Piney Green as the area where we're getting fentanyl.
Kind of
sent
out of
from.
sight, out of mind, laid back.
Well, the Piney Green area also has a lot of gang activity
Yes.
in certain parts of
does.
it. So
Yes.
that could be
It
where
does.
it's coming from. Yeah.
Well,
And,
Craven County just had a huge bust.
The officer, like all of them, plus EMS, they have the Narcan on the on there.
Oh yeah, they all have
to
it. Yeah.
hopefully block if they come upon an overdose. But they also use it for themselves because you
They
touch
have
this
to.
stuff,
Yeah.
and it's just a trace amount, and you can die from it.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
it's a danger to society. Not as you don't have to be a user to die from it. You can just touch it.
You know, absolutely. That's that's a critical. That stuff is bad news.
Yeah.
In all my years, I've never run across anything like
It's
that.
used in surgery too, which is why I say to people, when you go for your surgery appointment, I always tell them, do not give me any fentanyl. I don't care if I'm in a medical facility or not. And they give it to you a lot during surgery.
They do.
You have the right to say, do not give it to me. And I make it specific. Do not give
Well, I
me
didn't-
any fentanyl.
I had cataract surgery 4 years ago, and on the second eye that I did back in August of 2018, they spread them out like 2 weeks apart. I had fentanyl in that second dosage.
Yep.
And man, I'll tell you what, that it knocked you out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was in a hospital setting, so
Yeah.
I mean,
It's-
but nonetheless, that stuff is powerful.
And even in a hospital setting, though, everyone's bodies are different, and you do not know how you will react to it, and it doesn't take much. And if you've got breathing issues anyway, like asthma or whatever, you have to be careful. And because fentanyl totally, affects your breathing ability. So I would tell people, and as humans, a lot of times when we go to a medical facility, we're very trusting of these individuals. And yes, this is their job. But remember, A, they're still human, but B, they don't know how you're going to react, because a lot of this is they do it, they give everybody the same thing, but not everybody reacts the same. So for me, I'm like, I don't want it. Don't give it to me. I just don't want it. But everyone has that choice. But if you are nervous about it or don't know how you react, tell them you don't want it if you don't want it.
Yeah. And I'll tell you.
My recovery.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Rayford.
The medical.
I was going to say my recovery time after the first eye was we did surgery around 8:30 in the morning, and I was at the Kettle Diner around 10:30 on the first eye. The second eye with the fentanyl, it was like past lunch before I came to.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Like, no way, no, don't want it.
Yeah, well, some of the medical people will also tell you that they're concerned about giving it because they don't know their patients necessarily.
That's what I'm saying.
How many patients are going to walk in and say, "Oh yeah, doc, yeah, I took some fentanyl last night." None.
Exactly. Like, you just don't know.
So you may be getting a double dose. You don't even know that.
Yeah. No.
And the doctors don't know it.
No.
So I mean, I feel for them. I really do.
I wouldn't want to touch it anyway.
Yeah, but I just can't imagine how somebody on the street is buying fentanyl for the sake of taking it, because they're addicted to it, not knowing where it came from, who made it, and what the dosage is, and just popping it in your mouth and swallow. I just don't get that.
A lot of people
150 a day aren't going to be
well,
worried
here,
about
but
it.
the 150 a day, most of those overdoses are when they're buying heroin, for example, and the fentanyl's been mixed in, and they don't know that. What I've seen. Well, but like I know people that have used fentanyl, but they use the fentanyl patches that are given to people, which is odd. But I know of very few addicts that have willingly went in and bought straight fentanyl, other than the patches. I didn't even think they still prescribe the patches to people. These are patches you get from a medical provider for pain relief and stuff. Of that one. Yeah, they're fentanyl patch. It's almost like a nicotine patch, but it's a fentanyl patch.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Wow. But they get, and cancer patients get you. I didn't think they were still giving them, but they clearly are, because I had someone recently tell me, I bought some fentanyl patches on the street. I'm like, oh my word. Yeah. Mike, real quick before you go, did you say last week or the week before that Swansboro was doing fireworks on New Year's Eve?
Oh God, you put me in a spot. I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. You're on until 9 o'clock. I'll find out.
Yeah, let me know, because I had someone ask me where fireworks were locally, and I said, I don't know, but I think somebody said Swansboro.
I've heard, but I don't remember where it was.
I thought it was Mike that said it, but I might be wrong. But I thought it was Mike.
I'll check with Town Hall.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Michael.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. Mike McHugh, Chamber of Commerce, all-around guy down in Swansboro. He does crime reporting too. He's a good guy.
I'm laughing, Rayford. Wow. Southwest claims their flights are back up today. I'm reading this. Yesterday, Thursday, this Southwest accounted for 95% of all canceled flights in the U.S.
Yep.
And now they supposedly for today so far they've only canceled 39. Give them time. It's early. It's 8 in the morning.
And it's 5 in the morning in California.
Yeah.
Let's take a break here. Live and local, Real Talk Freedom, 97.1, 1120 a.m., WSME, and more on airplanes when we come back.
This is your Fess and John Hook inviting you to join me for I Love Beach Music. Sundays, noon till 3 on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Jacksonville's famous Mai Tai restaurant is open for in-house dining for your enjoyment. Located at 109 Henderson Drive, Mai Tai is open Tuesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. featuring a lunch and dinner buffet, appetizers, entrees with all your favorite beef, chicken, and seafood combinations. The hibachi comes with onions, zucchini, and choice of fried or steamed rice. Lunch buffet is $11.95 and dinner $13.95. For takeout, call 910-346-5382 or 910-346-6675 and online at mythainc.com. Delivery available through your favorite app. Open for 35 years. Mai Tai Restaurant invites you to dine in with them.
So, I just got the State Farm personal price plan on my car insurance. So you told your agent you play the bagpipes for your dog? What? No, I didn't get that personal. My agent just helped me create an affordable price just for me. Okay, let me show you what I've been working on. Hey, Buster!
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
David Hall, State Farm Insurance, locally owned and located right here in Onslow County, offering auto and home insurance. Call today, 910-455-0448.
When it comes to chiropractic care, you only want the best care available, right? Well, Dr. David Taylor of Jacksonville Chiropractic reminds you that if you've been in a wreck, he will fix your neck. Back out of whack, he'll give it a crack. And if you need a chuckle, he will even pop your knuckle. Seriously, Dr. David Taylor of Jacksonville Chiropractic uses the latest technology and personal service to help you with a speedy recovery from accidents and sports-related injuries. In many cases, head and neck pain is so severe, sometimes driving is impossible. Jacksonville Chiropractic offers pickup to make sure you make your appointment for professional treatment. It's simple. The reason people continue to use Dr. David Taylor and Jacksonville Chiropractic is they simply feel better. For an appointment, phone 910-455-6696 or visit Jacksonville Chiropractic, 1201 Gun Branch Road, right here in Jacksonville.
For 40 years now, people throughout Jacksonville and Onslow County have trusted Barnes Diamond Gallery for all their jewelry needs for every special occasion. They understand that every day is a special event for someone, whether celebrating a wedding, anniversary, birthday, engagement, or graduation. Let Barnes Diamond Gallery custom design something for you. Barnes Diamond Gallery does on-site repair in addition to their quality and selection of diamonds, diamond fashion bands, pendants, watches, earrings, gemstone rings, and necklaces for anyone for any occasion. Major credit cards accepted. Layaway available. Barnes Diamond Gallery offers appraisals and paid top market prices for gold and silver. Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville, open 9:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday.
Coastal Bank and Trust would like to take this opportunity to wish you the very best this holiday season. And thank you for allowing us the privilege of handling all your banking needs this past year. With locations in Jacksonville, Holly Ridge, Richlands, and Morehead City, Coastal Bank and Trust looks forward to serving you throughout the coming year with all your banking needs. Happy holidays from Coastal Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
There's no doubt about it. The best pizza in Duplin County is at Pizza Village in Beulaville. Philip Price and the staff invite you to enjoy their daily lunch buffet featuring pizza, spaghetti, and salad bar. Serving true Italian and a down-home country atmosphere, that's the Pizza Village in Beulaville. Pizza Village is open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 9:30 and Sundays from 4:30 till 9:30. Pizza Village does have a private room for any special event. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years. Pizza Village, 11 Main Street, downtown Beulaville.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And I mentioned earlier, Tideline Marine. Let's get rid of that echo. There we go. Tideline Marine right here in Jacksonville, your one-stop shop for all your fishing and your boating needs. Their doors will be open again next Tuesday for 4 days and then closed for a couple of days as they get some more stuff rearranged, and they're back. They're back, and George and Elise are going to be going out there to a couple of those shows, those trade shows, and they will be ordering all of the stuff that they hope will be needed for the coming year. Now, if you guys are avid or rabid anglers, and there are certain lures that you like, certain things that you kind of like want to guarantee that you're going to buy, and you can show George what kind of results that you've had, he'll order those. He'll keep them in stock. And if it turns out to be really good, he'll keep a bunch of them in stock. He does the same thing with the pro anglers here, the professional guides. They come by and they say, you know, this new lure that I've been using, yada, 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 it's doing really good. So then George orders them, and he orders extra, not just for the guides, but for the other people too. So that's not what you're going to find at the big box stores. They don't do that. They're people, they're buyers. They just go out and they take whatever the distributor says that they need. And I tell you what, there ain't no walleye in Jacksonville. You ain't going to be catching any in the New River or the White Oak River. They don't have them here.
I don't know what that is.
It's a big old freshwater fish from somewhere else, the Midwest. So No, it's not going to be here. So if you go into one of the big box stores and you find some walleye lures up there, that's how come they get them. It's because somebody else tells them that they need them. That's Tideline Marine right there on the banks of the New River, 159 Old Bridge Street in downtown Jacksonville. High pressure remains overhead today. Coastal trough bringing some isolated to widely scattered showers along some parts of the Carolina coast. Easterly winds 5 to 10 knots, seas 3 to 4, dominant period 9 seconds. Sounds and rivers a light chop. Tomorrow, southerly winds 10 to 15, increasing to 15 to 20 in the afternoon. 3 to 5 footers, dominant period 7 seconds. Sounds and rivers only a moderate chop, becoming choppy in the afternoon Saturday. Wednesday, on Sunday, westerly winds 10 to 15 knots, seas 4 to 6. Monday, northwesterly winds around 5 knots, becoming southerly, seas 2 to 3. Sounds and rivers will be flat.
Today, mostly sunny, a high of 72. Tonight, patchy fog, otherwise cloudy, low of 53. Tomorrow, it's going to rain. It'll be mostly cloudy in between the rain with the potential of a thunderstorm after 4 p.m., high of 69. So tomorrow night, when you're out and about, people, please be mindful of the wet roads. Then New Year's Day, sunny, high of 71. I like it. And, Sunday night, New Year's Day night, whatever that is, you're at low of 42. And then Monday's going to be 70. Tuesday's going to be 75. Get
There
it?
you go.
Yeah.
That'll work.
And I do have Mike McHugh sent us a message. No fireworks in the borough for New Year's Eve because they used them all up at the Mullet Festival.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
I got
Thanks,
some
Mike.
extra somewhere, I'm sure. No, I'm just kidding. No, I can make some. No, I can't either. Hey, Tim, what's up?
Yeah, we can make some. Oh, yeah. We can make some.
Yep. What's going on?
Some for you if I could. But I don't want to go to jail.
Neither do I.
Unless I guarantee you that's where I go. Hey, I was listening. I got a tail end of the conversation with Brother Steve this morning, and I notice sometimes when we talk about former presidents or former first ladies or former whatever, and he gets on there and he says, yeah, but you got to look at Trump. Well, I don't know if y'all were talking about Trump or not, but you were talking about Hillary Clinton. Now, Lee, I'm the same way you are. I couldn't have voted for her if I loved her because of the simple fact Benghazi. And he brought up, well, you had two non-military people making military decisions. That's no excuse.
Thank you.
You've got advisors, military advisors. You got generals. You've got all kinds of people underneath you to advise you, and you might need to take that advice.
It's
still on your head, whether you make a good decision or a bad decision. It's on your head. But it just tickles me. I've noticed the trend that we'd be talking, or y'all be talking about somebody, and Steve will get on there, and he wants to move the switch over back to Trump every time. Trump's over with. He's still out there hollering and doing what he wants to do, and he's going to do it until this next election. And if he does not get elected, he'll probably just
Fade away.
Go ahead and go away.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you,
now he's crazy.
it's not only the people if we're talking about Hillary or somebody else or Bill Clinton or Obama, they come out and say, well, what about Trump? What about Trump? Well, you know what? When I hear other folks, when I have been talking about Trump and some of the shenanigans, and they come back and say, well, what about Obama?
Yeah.
So it works both ways, and I hear it on a regular basis.
Yeah. But I wish people would quit flipping the switch.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Just trying to get off of one, and no, I wasn't a Hillary fan. Never have been a Hillary fan.
Nope, me neither.
Never was a Bill Clinton fan. I wasn't an Obama fan, but I think Obama did do some good. He could have done a whole lot better. My opinion is, him being partially black, he could have brought this country really, really together. I think he had the means, but he didn't. He could have really brought this country together. He could have put a bigger dent in racism than any other president we've ever had, I think. My opinion. I ain't saying it's true.
Good possibility. You're
my
right.
Opinion. But he didn't. that's what I wanted to say. Quit flipping. Y'all quit flipping the switch.
There you go.
Let's talk about the subject at hand. And if you want to talk, talk bad about them, good about them, whatever. But don't try to make somebody else look good by filling up somebody else that was bad.
There you go.
Because Trump had his good points too. Yeah, I believe Trump was a crook. A lot in my lifetime. I've looked at a lot of wealthy people started out doing stuff crooked to get their money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've heard the history of Onslow County from my dad and other older people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know you've heard them too. How they obtained this land this way. They got this land this way.
Yep.
They got this money this way. Okay. That's history, and that's what this is. It's history. But no, that's what I wanted to pull out this morning.
All right, Tim, we got another caller here.
Y'all be good. I just wanted to rant and rave.
Appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
I'll talk to y'all later.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Good morning. Who's this? Well, we had another caller. Where'd you go?
Don't
Oh,
go back.
I don't hear anything in the background. Before we get to your dumb crook news, I got something to say about airlines and whatever.
Oh.
Think into the future when hurricanes can be a problem along this part of the world. If you make expensive plans based on your favorite airline getting you to where you're going and back home again on a certain schedule, well, you may be able to fly the friendly skies, but when you're stuck at the airport because flights are canceled for weather reasons, for mechanical reasons, for personnel problems, when overworked or overbooked flight crews can't make it on time, well, hoping the airline will help you with another flight, perhaps on another airline, maybe put you up in a hotel overnight and rebook you on a flight the next morning. Don't hold your breath any longer. Airlines officials yesterday finally telling us the truth. If you're going to fly, you're taking the risk. No more guarantees. You might want to have a backup plan, they say. A year ago, arriving back in the U.S. with under normally scheduled time allotted to make our connecting flight back to North Carolina, the baggage was held up in Atlanta, and we could not get here on the late flight, nor the next day, nor the day after. Our backup plan, we rented a car and drove 8 hours all night from Atlanta. It's a long ways, by the way, to Jacksonville in the middle of the night, after you've been riding all day long. Mm-hmm. But there was no recourse. No money to pay for the rental car, by the way. No fee, airline tickets for future flights. Of credits added to our frequent flyer account, perhaps to pay for the gasoline for the rental car. Not enough to compensate us for the $500 car rental. It could have been worse. We could have been caught in the winter of 2022 where thousands of flights were grounded with travelers stuck for days doing the best they could, not wanting to even leave the airport just in case a flight opened up that could get them closer to their homes. A backup plan? That's what the airlines are recommending. Folks, they're absolutely right. With so many people flying these days, you can consider it a convenience, as long as everything works right. But when there are issues, the airlines industry apparently doesn't have enough profit margin to help us anymore. That's a fact, Jack. We got a caller back. Good morning.
2 callers.
We got 2 callers?
Yes.
Okay, caller number 1. There you are.
Oh, no.
Hey, Happy New Year, deplorable.
Happy New Year.
What are we doing? Hey, where'd you move? To somebody's basement? What's going on
We're
over
in the
here?
bunker. We moved.
You moved. What happened? You were laughing at the Duke Energy with all their old equipment. Where'd you dump the old equipment, or you took it with you?
We took our stuff with us. We didn't have
We
Duke,
didn't have Duke
over
either
there.
site.
No.
Yeah, you think you're going to be more functional now?
Yes.
Oh, we have a
We
huge
already
Much
are.
better. Yeah.
I sure hope so, because if I was paying money to advertise with you people, I better get some satisfaction.
Well, I would like you to pay some money to advertise with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theo.
Yeah.
So, Lee, how are you?
I'm doing good, Theo. How about you?
Listen, I want to help you with that Benghazi thing. Listen,
Yes.
write down 2 names, Daryl Issa
and Trey Gowdy. They spent a lot of money investigating Hillary Clinton, and they found nothing. If you find something, please let us know on Monday. Okay?
I will definitely research it. And for the record, I don't like Daryl.
Oh, you don't like
He
Daryl
tried to
Allen, but he investigated,
yeah.
spent a lot of money investigating Hillary Clinton.
Well, he tried to destroy the post office too. So
Yeah, okay, Tim, stop flipping it, okay, Tim? All right? And you are the unaffiliated over there, the guy in the red.
yes,
You're still sticking up for Trump, right?
Not really.
No, you are, because look, every president showed his income tax. He's the only one who went 4 years didn't show any income
That
tax.
doesn't matter.
Okay,
He doesn't
why?
have
Why doesn't
to.
it matter?
There's no requirement that he does so.
Oh, okay, very good, very good. So listen, for those two young ladies that you have over there, Kelly and Lee, I got a song for you.
Let's
I'll
hear it.
explain
Here
to
we
you
go.
what it's all about. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Who is
All right,
singing
you know
that?
the song, right?
That's one of my favorite Christmas songs, Wham's
Okay,
version.
that's
Who
what
is
you're
that?
going to do next year when you change from Republican and you jump ship and you become an affiliated. You'll give your heart to somebody else.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's your song, baby.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah, no.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
Well, look, you guys have a happy new year.
You too. Be safe.
Hey,
All right.
Theo.
And I hope this equipment is working, or else you're going to know about it.
Oh, yeah. No,
Theo.
we've already got it. It's much better.
Hey, Theo.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of a song for you. You got a few seconds?
Oh, no.
Give it to me, baby.
All
Give
right.
Should old acquaintance be forgot to mind? Old acquaintance be and old lang syne.
That good enough for you there, Theo?
Yeah, stop because I got a tear in my eye.
Oh, that's
a
good for
song.
you.
That's a good version, Rayford. I like that.
You know who, you know who that version is by?
And we'll
Those are
talk
the
to you
Irish
soon.
I know, I heard
Rovers.
it. Yeah, I thought so. Thanks.
Thank you, Theo. Happy,
Be safe.
happy New Year. Be safe,
Bye-bye.
sir.
We got
Let's take a quick break.
Okay, and then caller on two. Hold on.
You sure we got a caller on too?
Yeah.
I tried that a couple of times. You're live and local, Real Talk.
Yep.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A stack of New Year's hits we're going to sort out for you. We got the music, we've got interviews, and we got tons of stories from Nancy Sinatra, the Kingsmen, Joe Tex, Gladys Knight and the Pips, the Beatles, Dave Clark 5, Birds, Dion, and Marvin Gaye. Year-end hits. Next go. Saturdays at 10 a.m. right here on Freedom 97.1 and 11:20 a.m. WSME.
Does your big dog sound like this? Does it look about the same? Then take your big dog to Bill's Cycle Salvage.
Captain America, I'm Billy.
Now, we never said Bill was a sane man. But he sure has some cool stuff like leather chaps, vests, and jackets.
Oh, I've got a helmet.
Accessories for you and your bike, saddlebags, seat jewelry, keychains.
These ain't no pork chops. These are U.S.
Bill can even order customized items.
I think I'll order kidneys because I left mine out there on the road somewhere.
Magazines, videos, t-shirts, ball caps. Come on into Bill's Cycle Salvage, 921 Marine Boulevard. Everyone is welcome.
Troublemakers.
Bill's got plenty of accessories to make your big dog look like a big dog. Sure, you can buy the parts at Bill's for Harley and try to fix it yourself, but
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do your thumb.
Bill's Cycle Salvage, 921 Marine Boulevard for the Harley enthusiast.
That's what it's all about.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only copper protection and warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it, we stand behind it.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
What kind of fun do you want to get into next year? Do it in a new Ram or Jeep from National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, your Ram and Jeep destination in the Carolinas. Come get bodacious year-end savings now during the Big Fish Sales Event. Every new Ram and Jeep in stock is priced to sell by year's end. Before you go anywhere else, go national.
Visit National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram,
Highway 17 in Jacksonville.
It's a national thing. Go national.
For all your convenience needs, there's a Wismart right around the corner with 3 locations in Jacksonville on Marine Boulevard, Gum Branch Road, and Highway 258. In 2 locations in Hubert on Sandbridge Road. Hungry? Enjoy some delicious Chappie's chicken at the Wismart on Gum Branch Road and 633 Sandbridge Road in Hubert. Chappie's has Southern favorites from fresh breakfast to fried chicken, various sides, and a different special daily, including pork chops, ribs, fish, and meatloaf. Stop by your local Wismart today, your friendly convenience store.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
All right, we're back now. Kelly swears that we've got callers here on lines 1 and 2. Good morning. Who's this? Hello? Okay, not on. Who's this?
This is Andy from Jacksonville.
Hello, Andy. My goodness, we got them right here. Looks like both lines are tied up, but we're clear.
Anyway, have you found anything out about the planned power outage on Christmas Eve morning that Duke Energy Progress says a rolling blackout, and other people have reported that blackout was planned?
I have not found out anything other than what I read the other day, and I'm trying to remember exactly where I read it. I'm not a Duke Energy person, so I don't get those messages.
Well, they
their
sent me the
equipment failed.
generic, oh, we got to do it, but too many people have mentioned that, that outage was planned. Of course, understand the need for the rolling blackouts, but for somebody to pull the plug on Christmas Eve morning, man, they ought to be doing a hand-powered generator as penance or something.
Well, I can assure
Gotcha.
you that the county commissioners and the county manager are looking into this
They're
issue.
not real happy.
They're incredibly not happy, and I think they've got some phone calls into Duke. Hadn't got any response back yet, but getting there. And I don't think this is gonna go without some kind of explanation being given. So when and they'll let people know when they find out.
Great.
Yes.
Issue number 2. Anybody remark about the jump in gas
Yeah.
the day after Christmas?
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, and
Good gracious.
don't forget that on January 1st, the gas tax in North Carolina goes up to 40.5 cents. So it's going to jump
It's up 2 cents.
Yeah, it's going to go up 2 cents
Now,
more.
the gas tax is going to go up 2 cents. The
Yeah.
price at the pump's going to go up probably a nickel.
Yeah, so you're still going to be paying more though.
Yeah.
Yeah, outrageous.
Okay, so Who do we say thank you for that?
The governor.
I think the governor, well, the legislators, the
No,
General
everybody.
Assembly passed that little increase. But here's I think this is a ploy by the government to try to get people so mad they want electric cars, which wouldn't work in the event of a Duke Energy outage. So there.
One other question that just popped up. The EOC, Emergency Operations Center, does a great job as far as I can tell.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
But when we had the power outage, my little Red Cross emergency radio couldn't pick up a whole lot of people. And I assume that's because the radio stations had no power. But I find out that was not the case. So is there any agency or entity that, back in the days of 1240 and Mike Shadid, if you had a problem, you could certainly get a community shout out and find out what was going on. And we don't have anything like that today, I don't believe. Because at 9 o'clock, your station reverts to some about the other stuff. So is there a need for a local gossip line or something? What do you guys think?
I hear what you're saying. I think it's a good idea. I understand with like a communication. I agree with you. That's a good question. I'll pose that.
Well, I think we're going to find out. They had planned that rolling blackout for like 30 minutes or so, but then all their backup equipment failed.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, once again, it's Christmas Eve. What idiot under any circumstances thought this was a good idea?
I agree with you 100%. And because they didn't pre-plan it properly.
But they did not alert local government they were going to do this.
Exactly.
So they couldn't alert people. What about people
that was a failure there.
Oh, it's more than a failure.
Right.
It's a colossal mess.
It's incompetence. It's what it is. Yeah.
I'm sure the governor's calling for an investigation on that.
As he should be. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, governors should not take credit for shooting par golf. When an entity says, we're working hard. Well, no kidding, Sherlock.
No.
You're supposed to work hard.
Right.
If you don't, we'll fire you.
But other than that, so much for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness in a thriving metropolis of, Jacksonville.
Yeah, and it's not just Jacksonville.
Nope. A lot of people had,
Okay.
A lot of other areas.
I just think I'm gonna blame Duke Energy all day long because they need to get their after $18 billion profit last year. They need to get working equipment. Bottom line.
I'll say that at least we didn't have any major weather shutdowns for the airport or other transportation.
Not for here.
Unless it was for some location as a connecting flight to another area.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, anyway, thank you for taking my call.
Thank you,
Andy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Talk to you next year.
And I think
Yes, sir. You got it.
that was Commissioner Bennett trying to call through. So I told him to call as soon as Andy hung up. I probably line 2 got hung up, but we'll see now. Try again, Royce. There he is.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, finally got you.
Yeah.
I've been watching on YouTube and the radio. The first time I called, I was watching on YouTube, and of course, when I call, I was watching on my phone. When I call, the YouTube goes off. So I sat there, and I didn't know whether I was still on or not because there's no noise or anything. It's just like a blank line. So I finally got up and went and got my radio, turned my radio on. But anyway, you guys are sounding good on both YouTube and
great.
and
Thank
radio.
you.
I appreciate it.
And it looks, the video looks good too. I know you can do better, but we'll see that.
We're getting there.
What I wanted to call for, though, real quick, I was trying to call right after your commercial because I wanted to tell George Papastrat make sure he buys plenty of lures from Blue Water Candy because they're coming out of the ground in Holly Ridge in their new building.
Oh, that's
and
great.
they're going to be manufacturing right here in Onslow County. So.
They are. And Tideline stocks Blue Water Candy, and I fish with a lot of Blue Water Candy.
Nice.
So we know all about it.
Good. We need to support our local businesses.
You got that right.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Y'all have a good day.
All right. Thank you,
too,
sir.
Royce.
let's take a break, and then we're going to hold the calls for the rest of this year, and we're going to do a little bit of dumb crook news here when we get back.
I've had a request to revive one dumb crook story. So yes.
Replay, you're live and local on the Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. If I find the right mouse, I'll know what we're going to do. There we go. We'll be right back.
Jones and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
So I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on my car insurance.
So you told your agent you play the bagpipes for your dog?
What? No, I didn't get that personal. My agent just helped me create an affordable price just for me. Okay, let me show you what I've been working on. Hey, Buster!
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
David Hall, State Farm Insurance, locally owned and located right here in Onslow County, offering auto and home insurance. Call today, 910-455-0448.
Shirley's Professional Alterations and Embroidery, 2113 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, takes this opportunity to thank you for your past patronage and wishes you and yours the best this holiday season and throughout the new year. Shirley's Professional Alterations and Embroidery takes pride in their military and civilian alteration work, especially for military balls and holiday events, making sure every cut is precise and every stitch is tight. Shirley's also specializes back patches and regulation guidons, whether it's too long, too loose, or too tight. Shirley's can make it right. Shirley's Professional Alterations and Embroidery, 2113 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville. Again, wishes you and yours a safe and happy holiday season. Open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and closed on Sunday. Shirley's Professional Alterations and Embroidery. Phone 910-577-8484. Rose Brothers Furniture, 233 Belfort Road, right here in Jacksonville, family owned and operated since 1953, is the exclusive Lazy Boy Comfort Studio for Onslow County. Whether you are looking to furnish one room or an entire home, cottage, or condo, Rose Brothers Furniture has thousands of items in stock, including bedding with free local delivery to military, first responders, and teachers. With that special time of the year just around the corner, now's the time to visit Rose Brothers Furniture, 233 Belfort Road, Jacksonville, serving Eastern North Carolina for almost 70 years. You'll love coming home.
Modern Exterminating, family owned and operated since 1952. Would like to take this opportunity to wish you and yours the best in the coming new year. Modern Exterminating considers it a privilege to serve those that serve us, from first responders to the brave men and women of our military. Remember, the bug stops here. From our family to your family, Happy New Year. From Modern Exterminating since 1952.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
And yes, we are back. And so we're going to do a little bit of dumb quick news here, right?
We are going to do some
now,
dumb
are you saying that First, the American flag. Somebody said the American flag is on the wrong side.
Yes, but my understanding is it's always to the right of the speaker. And so if I'm facing you, you're speaking is to the
I
right.
just want to know if it's going to have to be on camera right or camera left. Because when you're facing at it, camera right, it will be that way. Camera left is this way.
Oh,
It's
that's
kind of
right.
like stage right
That-
and stage left.
that could-
We'll
No,
put it where
I-
it's supposed to be.
Well, I think sometimes things are on here and they look opposite on what they're seeing from how they are here.
That's just
Yeah.
when we do it
on
live.
ours right now. Right. See,
On one of them.
correct on both of them. You can't judge it by that because that's going to be reversed
Yep.
what we're looking at.
Yep. Okay.
On camera, it's correct.
Dumb crooks.
We'll find out.
Repeat. Rerun.
We do have, I had a request from someone that asked me about wanted me to bring up another one an old one that I had done before. So they asked me to hear this one again. I don't know why. I have read this at least once, maybe twice. In Deltona, Florida, a guy named Michael Earhart walked into his kitchen and opened the cupboard and found a can of shrimp was missing. Now, see, that's the first problem right there. Shrimp out of a can. This is gross to me.
It's that little salad shrimp stuff.
It's disgusting, Rayford. So he got upset and he confronted his 34-year-old stepson, whose name was Jason Loffman, about the missing can. They got to fighting, so they decided to go outside and fight in the yard. They made it as far as the patio, and the stepson smashed a lawn ornament. It doesn't say what it was. I have a vision of a gnome, but I just don't know. It doesn't say. And Mr. Earhart decided things were getting way out of control. So he went to the bedroom and locked himself in. He told police to let things cool down. He's like, this guy was getting like wild. So the stepson went, quote, code red, threatened to kill his mom.
Oh, my.
Then he took a katana sword and started hacking through the bedroom door to get to Mr. Earhart.
You mean the late stepson?
Yeah, right. So then he managed to get somehow into the bedroom and threw a bunch of steak knives at the stepdad, missed him, thank the Lord.
How many drugs were involved in this system?
I don't know. So while all this is going on, Mr. Earhart's on the phone with 911. So they're hearing all this. They finally get there and they arrested the stepson who was over being accused of eating a can of shrimp, Rayford. A can of shrimp. I just can't. Like, how important was this can
Maybe
of shrimp?
he ate the can too, and that's what made
I
him
don't
mad.
know. He was just like, he lost his mind. But earlier this month in Rockdale County, and I think it's in Georgia, you know how like police offices and sheriff's office. So let me back up. So the Rockdale County Sheriff's Office, they have a most wanted list. Okay. A lot of sheriff's offices do this.
Mhm.
It's a good way to, get old crime solved, find the people you're looking for, etc. So apparently every week or two, they post their top 10 most wanted.
Sure.
And the Rockdale County Sheriff, they update that. They may have a top 100, but they'll post 10 this week, 10 whatever. A man named, now what is this guy's name? Make sure I get his name right. Do they have his name? Some guy, an idiot at that. Christopher Spalding apparently does not seem to understand how social media works. At least that's what the sheriff's office says. And he was checking this list, sees that he's not on it.
Mm-hmm.
So in the comments section, he writes, "How about me?" Now, how dumb do you have to be to do that? So finally, the police write back and say, "You are correct. You have 2 warrants outstanding for you, buddy.
Where are you?
We are on the way." And arrested him. And they asked him, and this fool absolutely told them that he did not know they were going to check the comments. You cannot make this stuff up, Ray. There's no way this guy's is dumb. So, and then I know we only
Felonious stupidity.
and there's one more from this past Christmas Eve, which is, I don't know that it is kind of dumb. It's lucky for the guy. in Florida, in Bay County, Northwest Florida. It's from Panama City Police Department who were dispatched Christmas Eve, as in a few days ago, to a house. It's the largest city between Tallahassee and Pensacola. And a woman's husband was watching football at 3:30 Saturday afternoon. She calls 911 at 3:30. My husband while he was watching football. And the officers show up. She put the 911. The gun's on the couch. It's on the couch.
Wow, okay.
The husband has a gunshot wound to his face. He was still alive. He survived. He's in the hospital.
Oh, she really did shoot him.
So yeah, she really shot him. And he said there was no argument. He's like, I was legit just watching football. And she walked up and shot me.
Maybe she didn't like the score.
I don't know what her problem was. He don't know. They've charged her with attempted first-degree murder.
Oh,
and she's under $1 million bond and no contact order.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, how dumb are you
You're mean.
I mean, I guess.
I see a divorce in that situation.
I think it's going to be a lot of things.
Hey,
Sports talk.
Yeah, sports talk coming up right after Fox News break here. Chris Rayner going to be in the studio, and he's going to have a special guest with him. Jacksonville Onslow Sports Commissioner's Associate Director, Marisa Reeder.
Yep. That's right.
Marisa,
Yep.
I said it
Hey,
right.
Marisa.
Hey,
right.
Marisa. Happy New Year, all of you. Be safe. Be responsible.
Please be careful.
So we can see
Don't
you
drink and drive.
Don't
next
drink and drive.
Monday.
Call her
So
or
we don't
taxi.
have to talk about
That's
you.
right.
We don't want to talk about you except
That's
in a
right.
good way.
Yeah,
So
we want to talk
call
with
us
you.
on Monday. We're here on Monday. So
We're
give
here
us a
Monday
call
morning.
Monday
Yeah.
and we'll have a chat. Have a great weekend and again, a happy New Year.
Happy
and
New Year. Be safe.
we're going to keep this up long enough to say goodbye and then we'll
Yeah.
be gone.
Yes.
See ya.
All right.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm Paul Stevens. A California sheriff's deputy was shot and killed during a traffic stop Thursday.